The legendary Latios has finally arrived in Pokemon Unite, but is it strong enough to dominate the battlefield or will it fail to impress? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you and tell you everything you need to know about the newest Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, Latios, the iconic Eon Pokemon. From its moveset and playstyle to item builds, tips and gameplay, we've got it all covered so you know exactly what to expect when you pick it up. Latios is a ranged special attacker with powerful burst damage and strong mobility. With moves like Draco, Meteor, Purge and Telekinesis, you can control fights from a safe distance, dealing heavy damage, but you'll need to aim precisely to land them effectively. It's excellent for controlling space in team fights, but with low defenses, smart positioning is key. At the start of the match, Latios gets two safe and reliable moves, Swift and Confusion. Both are ranged, which means you can deal damage from a distance without taking too much risk early on. Swift fires a spread of star-shaped energy blasts that hit multiple targets in a large area. It's not just reliable for clearing wild Pokemon quickly, the range and coverage make it great for hitting enemies from a distance early on. You can deal steady damage while staying safe, helping Latios gain an early advantage in the match. Now move on to Confusion. Confusion fires a straight blast of psychic energy that damages and slows the first enemy it hits. It's great for early fights and keeping pressure in lane, especially when opponents try to escape. Start with Confusion to slow them down, then use Swift to keep up the pressure while staying safe. So overall, Latios has a very safe early game and that makes it a great pick for beginners. If you position well, it's hard for opponents to punish you. Once Latios reaches level 5, you unlock your first major upgrade, and this is where your playstyle really starts to take shape. You'll choose between Draco, Meteor and Dragon Pulse, and while both bring different strengths, they share one important trait. Both moves start off weak but become significantly stronger after level 8, so your real impact comes a bit later. Let's start with Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor drops a cluster of meteors in a target area, dealing burst damage over time. At level 5, it starts off by dropping just 2 meteors, making the early damage honestly quite disappointing. But as Latios levels up, more meteors are added to the attack, and that's when it starts to dominate team fights. Once upgraded, Draco Meteor becomes a powerful tool for zoning enemies and punishing opponents who group together. But to truly get value from it, you need to predict where your enemies are going, not just where they are. If you time it well and land all the meteors, it can turn the tide against enemies pushing into key areas or fighting in tight spaces. It's also excellent for securing big objectives like Rayquaza, where its burst can help finish off key targets at just the right moment. Now moving on to Dragon Pulse. This move has a few steps. First, Latios dashes forward. Then, when you use a boosted basic attack, it sends out a pulse that hits all enemies in a straight line. From level 5 to 8, Dragon Pulse feels a bit weak and doesn't deal much damage. But at level 8, it upgrades and becomes a lot more impactful. After the pulse, Latios also fires telekinetic projectiles that automatically chase nearby enemies. You don't have to aim them. These projectiles get stronger if you've built up Eon power, which you gain by landing boosted basic attacks. The more Eon power you have, the more projectiles are fired and the more damage you deal. As Latios continues to level up, Dragon Pulse keeps getting stronger, making it a great option for both poking at enemies and finishing off weakened ones. Now that we've covered Latios' main damage moves, let's talk about its secondary moves, which acts as its supporting moves. These don't deal as much direct damage as Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse, but they play a key role in setting up plays and helping Latios control the battle. At level 7, Latios unlocks 2 new moves, Purge and Telekinesis. Each move brings something different to the fight, and the one you choose can really change how you use Latios in a match. So let's talk about Purge first. Purge fires a straight beam that damages enemies in its path and lowers their special defense. That means your follow-up moves like Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse will deal even more damage. To use it, you first press the move button to aim, then tap again to fire the beam. So make sure you line it up carefully to hit multiple enemies in one shot. It's great for long range poking and it helps you keep pressure on opponents from a safe distance. Now let's talk about Telekinesis. This move fires a psychic beam that stuns enemies from a distance. If it hits just one target, they are briefly frozen in place, giving you a perfect window to follow up with a big hit. But if you manage to hit two enemies at once, that's where things get really interesting. Telekinesis pulls them toward each other and stuns both, setting up easy combos or even clutch team wipes. It's a great option if you prefer a more supportive control heavy playstyle, helping your team lock down threats and win fights through smart positioning. Now let's talk about Latios' Unite move, Eon Blast. This is a high impact, single target ability that can swing a fight in your favor if timed right. When activated, Latios locks onto a specific enemy, charges power and then fires a damaging pulse. What makes this move even better is that all your other cooldowns immediately reset and are reduced for a short time, meaning you can chain your abilities right after for massive burst damage. It's perfect for deleting key targets or turning the tide in late game teamfights. Now let's talk about emblems. For Latios, just go with the standard special attacker setup 7 black and 6 green. This gives you cooldown reduction and a solid boost to special attack, which is exactly what Latios needs to keep spamming abilities and bursting enemies down. Make sure to prioritize emblems that increase special attack and reduce physical attack, since Latios doesn't rely on basic attacks, and if you don't have enough special attack emblems yet, go for ones that boost HP or movement speed and reduce physical attack. They're still great alternatives for survivability and mobility. When it comes to held items, just use the best ones you'd normally run on any strong special attacker: Slick Spoon, Wise Glasses, Choice Specs, Drive Lens, or even special attack specs. Pick any 3 based on your playstyle. They all boost your damage and make Latios hit way harder. And here's something cool I haven't mentioned yet. When Latios joins the game, Latios will get even more movement speed when she's nearby, and even gain the ability to fly directly to her while out of combat. That combo could open up some awesome duo plays, especially if you're coordinating with a friend. Latios is coming soon and I'll be covering everything about her right here on the channel, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. And if you're new to Pokemon Unite or you're struggling to choose the right Pokemon as a beginner, I've got another video just for you. Top 3 best Pokemon for beginners. They're super easy to use and can help you start winning more matches right away. Tap here if you want to watch. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.